So hello, welcome to another video, Peace and the Veil, my other selves. Basically, I don't know too much about it, but we have other selves. I've seen it from Victor Otto's videos. You may have seen him on YouTube, he's very popular. I think he talks about astrology, the way the moon symbols, lunar cycles and everything like that. I just feel like I want to talk about myself, but I don't know what to talk about. I think I feel overwhelmed. I think I feel just exhausted from talking about the whole situation with paedophilia and everything like that. I know there was paedophilia in our family, going back generations, inbreeding and stuff. I was born with a club foot basically. Had it straightened through surgery, but I need that straightened, unstraightened, but I think when I was affirming affirmations for it being where my club, technically my club foot, but not my club foot at the same time would dissolve the staples in my foot. Oh, I know. Didn't hurt anymore. It only hurts when I got plantar fasciitis, when it feels like there's a needle sticking down into my foot. I haven't had that in months, but basically, I feel like talking about it. Basically, I had operations from, all I can think about, from the year of I was 4 to about 10 years old. And I've had to have, not special footwear, I had special footwear made by St. James Hospital years ago, but that stopped when I got to a teenager. I think it was when my foot stopped growing or something like that. But I've basically been told my throat chakra is very blocked. Basically, I was living at my mum's house from, told you in the past video, from 2019 on and off onwards, when I lived with my grandparents and stuff. I just couldn't get it together and my whole emotions and stuff. I feel like saying I was living on survival instincts, but I wasn't at the same time. I was just so overwhelmed by the emotion, I couldn't handle it or anything like that. And if my grandma and granddad watch these videos, they're in prison now, I think. From going through the Illuminati and everything, stopping me from my growth. And everything, basically. I know I've essentially sidelined the whole stuff on what I'm going into, but maybe or maybe not I'll go into it later. I hope I do, because it'll help you all understand me basically better. Basically, I read a book on the real Men in Black a few years ago. I was told not to by my guides. I realise now through intuition that that was my other selves. Basically, other selves are your high selves. Basically, I think it's very much bogged down through spirituality, saying that your higher self isn't your other selves, but your higher self is your other selves, basically. But basically, I think this is being blocked out by the Illuminati now. I think they don't want I think they don't want their stuff getting out through me, because basically, again, this is going away from other stuff now, but I was Nikola Tesla, and my work's in quantum physics and stuff. It's such on quantum, such on electrical engineering. Oh my god, I feel so overwhelmed. I just feel like I don't know myself at all. I think it's buzzing up through my sacral chakra to my other chakras, as my past self, as Atlas was talking about with me a few months ago, or a few weeks ago. Trying to keep this camera upright, but what can I do if I can't? Just gonna have to go with the flow and see where things take me. I just feel like I don't like myself at all. And I feel like it touched on the whole situation with Atlas, my other selves, on the other planets, they're going through dark night of the soul as well. Basically saying that I was Bizarro from the comics of DC. Basically through the whole situation with the real Men in Black, I was Bizarro. I'm not sure if I touched on that already. I'm not meditating, by the way. I do find it hard a little bit because I was basically involved with the false persona of Isaac Hill. I haven't told you his second name yet, but essentially that touched on the vibratory means of basically being like Isaac Hill, of like God saying that I want to go up a hill to get you to understand yourself more. And I want you guys to understand me through these videos. And all of my darkness. I don't want these videos to be flagged. All I can think of is they won't be flagged through the universe basically being like, no, Liam, these videos will be, I feel like saying promising towards you, of being like, I want you to get out your inner darkness and stuff, to understand things better. The one thing I say is, I'm sorry later videos if if I touch on things more and I put my phone in my pocket to spark up a cigarette and stuff. Yeah, basically I'm addicted to cigarettes right now. I have been for the last, they're like saying from year of 2022. Or maybe it was 2023, I can't really remember. But basically this is where the whole situation with the metaphysical connection came into things. Where I basically, because of the real Men in Black, I was blocked out from different connections that other people got involved in the real Men in Black. Touching on my inner connections of trying to find out, more like express myself, because basically I'm working on a novel. And it's touching on the being, a character that I created. I went to the autistic subreddit on that and they were like, I think they were saying it sounds really demeaning of stuff, saying the being, saying it, rather than talking about giving it a name, but I've so far got no name at all for the being or anything like that. I've tried to find a name, but I just can't find a name right now for it. But basically, to talk about more of myself, I'm vibrating like a good one right now. I feel like it's... I feel like it's attachments that just don't like me at all, basically being from my mum's house. And be like where... I feel like in a way I was saying I was doing self-deprecating stuff, but I wasn't self-harming or anything. I was masturbating in a negative capacity or anything like that. I wasn't doing particular negative things, but then I mean doing particular positive things. I feel like they're coming up to change reality and stuff. Why am I born by this? I feel really fake in that. But all I can think of is that, as I've said before, this connection will manifest the right subscribers into my life. Because you may remember an account of Piercing the Veil before. But I think my inner darkness is coming up saying I'm not doing plagiarism or anything like that. I think the right subscribers will understand that based on me just being authentic and everything like that. I just feel like I don't like myself at all. I just feel like I'm getting to know myself through this process. I feel like it's kind of processes of elimination and stuff. I think these attachments are fighting this now because they really can't understand what I'm going through or anything like that. They want to keep me in a victim state of being like, no, you're not going through self-growth, stop it. I think it's my mum, you know. I think she can't understand deep down, or can't. What's the word? I think she can't accept that I'm going through my shadow and everything like that. All I can think right now is she's doing a Ho'oponopono to heal her relationship with me, but at the same time, I'm just like, I don't know at all. Intuitive, I think I just... I think intuitively I've just got to accept that the way things are changing. I think a lot of you will take to move on with meditation and stuff, to do more videos and stuff. Because essentially, I don't want to be a guru or anything like that. I feel like that's coming up from the whole false Isaac Hill persona. I feel like I've got to stop this video soon. Because it's getting very heavy.